Hey guys, Pete Volos here. So what is a whole food? I'm not talking about a whole pizza, a whole donut, or a donut whole. I'm talking about food that is grown on a tree or on the ground. One that gives us energy, adds nutrients and vitamins to us. These include your legumes, your nuts, your fruits, your vegetables, your grass-fed organic meats and eggs. So I'm going to give you some healthy tips on eating that have made me feel much lighter, both mentally and physically. The doctrine of signatures was a philosophy dating back at the time of Galen. He was a Roman physician and philosopher that stated that every plant was created with a sign which indicated its purpose. He contended that every whole food has a pattern that resembles a body organ or a physiological function, and that this pattern acts as a signal or a sign as to the benefit the food provides the eater. So figs, just like testicles, they hang in twos, they're full of seeds, and they're contained within a sac. So figs are known to increase sperm motility and also quantity. Another example is a carrot. A carrot, when cut open, looks like an iris of an eye. Carrots are known to help with blood flow to the eyes, help our vision, and it's known to prevent macular degeneration. Another example is a tomato. Tomatoes look very similar to our heart. It's red. It's probably about the same size. And when you cut this open, it has 4 chambers, just like our heart. It's also got a high lycopene content. So the American Heart Foundation have said that lycopene, which is a phytonutrient, can help treat cardiovascular disease. So if you take a look at a celery stick, you'll see that it's shaped like our bones. So celery builds strong bones and prevents osteoporosis. So it has a high sodium content, which is in similar proportions to our bones, which is the building block for calcium. So kidney beans help with kidneys in their function. And yes, they look exactly like kidneys. So a walnut looks exactly like a brain, from the husk, which looks like the skin, to the shell, which looks like a skull. A university in America had found omega-3s, 6, 9s in walnuts cross the blood-brain barrier and enhance brain function. So eating these whole foods from nature actually calm our body and our nervous system and allow us to feel more present. Whereas eating some pastry or drinking a cup of coffee can actually make us feel more anxious. So I'm going to give you some more quick tips on how to eat healthy. So avoidance of your refined sugars, such as your lollies, your chocolates. This can actually spike insulin and really drain you and your energy. Also refined carbohydrates, such as bread. So bread, for a lot of people, they struggle to digest. It's full of gluten. So gluten is actually a sticky protein found in grains. And they say about 80-90% of us can't actually digest it. So you want to really check how you feel after you eat that type of food, because it can bloat you. Your next tip is don't overeat. I'm a big culprit of that. I love my food, and when I do overeat, it ruins my digestion and it makes me feel more lethargic. So another tip is to chew properly and slowly. You should be chewing at least 15 times every time you eat. This allows the food to fully break down so you can digest it easier, and it allows your body to assimilate the food. So the next tip I wanted to say was there are many food chemicals that preserve the foods in many of the items we get. So for example, you go to Coles, Woolworths, you buy something, there's so many preservatives, chemicals, sweeteners, artificial flavors that preserve the food. And when we eat it, we become chemically addicted to the food. So what I recommend is when you go to Woolworths and Coles, pick up the can or pick up the piece of food and look in the label. If you can count more ingredients than you can on the number of fingers on your hand, then it's probably full of shit. So try and avoid anything with more than 5 or 6 flavors, because usually they're the ones that are additives that just ruin the food and ruin our health. So another one is to eat less processed and farm meats. So a lot of the animals we see today, they're walking around and they're eating foods unnatural to them. These include grains and corns. They're also injected with antibiotics and hormones, which end up in our body. So try and eat as organic and grass-fed as you can. So there's also fasting methods, which means you don't eat anything. So you can do like a 1, 2, 3 day fast. And the way you can explain how fasts work is it allows your body digestive system to be put to rest, because we're always processing food, 3, 4, 5 times a day, food. Our digestive system's just working in overdrive. So when you allow it to rest, it allows other body parts to heal, allows your body to heal, allows your mind to be clear, because you're not processing all this information and all this food. And the most important tip of them all is to listen to your body after eating certain types of foods. If you eat something and it drains you, then that food's probably not the best. If you eat something and it bloats you, ruins your digestion, makes you burp, then maybe that food is causing a reaction to your body, so you want to avoid it. And finally, if the food gives you energy and makes you feel good, makes you feel empowered, then it's probably the right food for you. So just listen to how you feel, listen to your body's sensations, and that's the most important thing. So I hope this inspired you to eat healthier and also eat some whole foods. So if you want to know more, just drop me a message, drop me a comment, and I shall be speaking to you soon. Peace out.